the back end of the 4am crypto web spreadsheet. So let's start with this, and let's say we're going to add a new account. I'm going to put it, let's say, right here. We're going to call it new account. I have been using the hyperlinks for the questions and answers if you want to keep doing that. So right now this one's not going to have anything because we don't have the spreadsheet. Let's say we're going to put this at a priority 5. All of this stuff can get filled in. It's pretty self-explanatory. So we added the new account. Okay, so let's say, well, now it's not in order. We want to have it in order from priority high to low. So we are going to highlight all of this. And we're going to go to data, sort range, advanced. Data's got a header row. So first we're going to sort it by priority. We're going to go from high to low. And then let's say we want to sort it by account alphabetically. So you can see that the new account we added is now, down below by the 5s. Okay, all the other ones shouldn't have changed. Okay, so that is done on that tab. So let's just work our way through these tabs and understand what each of these do. So this obviously is all of our burner accounts, and this is getting updated whenever somebody changes or adds a burner account. If we add somebody to the team, I'll show how to do that. So let's add them right here. So we're going to insert the column to the left of there, so it's right of Max, and we are in, not sure what happened there, but I think I accidentally hit Control Z, which is the undo button. Okay, so let's go back here. So remember, we're in column M, and we're going to call this person team member 1. And let's give them a couple burners. So burner X, burner Y, burner Z. Okay. Now, the admin is an independent page, so this doesn't tie to anything else. It's just more of a tracking sheet. So they're going to insert here, and let's call this person, I forgot what we call them. Sorry, it was right of Max. So team member 1, right of Max. So I'm going to insert there. Team member 1, and they're going to say admin A, admin B, admin C, let's say. These formula you would want to drag down and over to that one. It's basically doing a count of each admin account. So you're going to want to change this formula to equal where there's a new one in there. So we want it to be pulling from N2, and it's going to count how many are there. We're going to want to pull this one from N4, which it already is. And then this one we're going to want to pull from N7. So because there's not one there, I'm going to go back to here where they do have one. And I'm going to change this to N7. And now you can see that we've got one of each. So if you add another admin A, that's going to go to 2. So it just, we'll keep track of how many admin accounts you have, so as we add a new one, you can make sure that they're proportionally equal. So if you go to mine, the next account we get, I'm going to give to Freddie. So each of them will have 10. The next tab is a hidden one. I unhid it already, but you would hide this if necessary, just to not add unneeded tabs. But for now, I'm going to unhide it. What this is doing is pulling from the team tab. So basically it's saying each of the burner accounts are repeated over and over and over again. So again, we're going to insert one to the right of Max, and we are going to drag, so this is team member new, I forgot what we call it, I think it was team member 1. Yeah, so let's just leave this, we can copy that over. Team member 1. So there's nothing in here because we just inserted that. So I'm going to copy this entire row's formula over to the new row. It's not going to work right off the bat because I need to change the formula so everything pulls from M. So I'm going into the formula and I'm making sure that all of this is M. So M, M, change that one, M, change that one, M, done. I'm going to drag this guy all the way down. So this is repeating over and over and over again. Somehow this got changed, so I'm going to check why that may have changed. So JP is an N. So N, N, N. And then Emma's an O. And I don't think Emma's got hers in here yet, so it should be an error, which it is. And Daniel doesn't have his in there, so each of them. So as Emma says, you know, let's burner B, burner C, you're going to see it populates with that over here. So I'm going to undo. So we don't want to add that, but I can delete these later, but we don't want to put Emma's in there yet because she doesn't have them. So that's the repeat tab. This is going to be used for each person's tab. So we can leave it unhidden for now, but again, if you want to hide it, you're just going to go like that and hide sheet. Next is the admin tab. We already talked about that one. So this is the master sheet that all the other ones pull from. So all you need to do is keep this one updated and all the other ones will automatically populate from that. Okay, so it looks like the formula got screwed up somehow. So E3. I'm going to go to the master and copy it over. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's why it's always nice to have the master spreadsheet. Oh, I don't know what happened there, why that did that, but somehow this got changed. It's weird. So column C should be the priority. So I don't know why that got inserted there. Maybe I didn't even do that. Maybe somebody accidentally did that. But anyways, this will fix that problem. Now we're going to go back to this one. And there we go. It works now. So I think this was one of the questions that was asked in the comments here on your tab. Basically, I'm not going based on volume of rounds. I'm going based on number of interactions per day. So right now it's 120, and that applies to all tabs. If you're getting more than 120, let me know and I can add additional rows. So remember I said that we've got 33 accounts. Let's just double check that number. And the count is now 34, so we added that one. So starts with Amplify, ends with UENC, and 34 accounts. That's important to remember. We're going to go to this tab. So I'm just going to drag these cells down. So there's 34 now. So again, starts with Amplify, ends with UENC, and there's 34. So that's perfect now. I'm just going to keep the formatting nice. Doing that. And then this is the beginning of the second round now. So I'm going to go second round here. Okay, and then I'm going to drag this formula all the way down to the bottom. So you can see there's not even a full 4 rounds in one day. The 4th round doesn't even get finished. But again, I can add more rows if you are finishing more than 120 interactions per day. So we want this to be number 34 now. We do not want it to be number 1. So I'm going to copy these two and move that down. So now we're at 34. That one starts at 1. Usually the ones towards the bottom priority, I only am going to have 1 interaction per day. So this should all be fine. It usually automatically updates. So it did. So I'm going to keep this formatted correctly. Then we are going to go to just review what all of these mean. So this just pulls from the 4am crypto based on priority. This is going to tell you what the proportion maybe should be. It's not super important, but this is telling you how many we're going to have in one day based on 120 interactions. So the higher the priority, the higher number of interactions per day. That's basically the gist of all of that. So this one automatically updates. Don't need to do anything based on that. These will all link to the questions and answers, and you will see that all of the days that are past, it doesn't have the link, but the future days do, and I'll show you why that happens in just a second. So all of this stuff, no one needs to see it. It's hidden. And if you go to your tab, well, I unhid it for this purpose, but let's go to Antoine's. His is hidden. Ray's is hidden. But they're pulling from my tab. So let's go to a future day. So let's say I am beginning my day on November 12th, which I already did this because I do it once per day at the beginning of the day. I value all of these out. So any past day, you can look right at these formula, and I'm going to keep moving down. There's no formula in any of these. They're all valued out. Once we get to a future date, now you're seeing a formula. So as I begin the 13th, I'm going to copy all of these and paste values. So these, if we add an account on the 14th, it's not going to change a past day. These days are locked in. I'm going to undo that because we have not started that day yet. So adding new accounts, deleting accounts will only affect future days if you come in every day and value out everything on this master tab, which right now is under my name. That's how you update this sheet. So now let's go over, well, I think some of this stuff got deleted on here. So let's go to one of the ones that's not, and this will help answer all of that. Actually, let's go to yours. So again, I think the ones at the top haven't been really changed a whole lot. I don't know, they have been errored out or valued out. So let's basically say, here's one of the future days. On this tab, they won't need to be valued out because they're pulling from my tab. So what does this one equal? It equals my tab AT3. So let's go over to my tab, and AT3 is amplify, and this is all the way going down. So remember, when I start a new day, I'm going to value this out. So when I value mine out, yours aren't going to change on your tab. So if I add a new account, yes, it's pulling from my page, but mine is valued out. So these will never need to be valued out. And then you just check those off. So I'm going to just undo all of that. So basically, the only thing that on somebody's sheet needs to be changed is the completed. And then what I like to do is hide past days, just because it's the easiest to read. So let's say you're starting your day on the 13th. I just right click and hide all of these. So boom, it's right there on the left side. So you're just going to check, check, check all of those until they are done. So I did fix this already. Sorry, I went in here. There was some stuff that was deleted for pages, but I just changed them back. So the question was, why is QLC chain not in there? At some point, somebody unhid this and deleted that. And by doing that, actually, I'm sorry. When I went in there, it was this entire row was just deleted. Anyways, I changed it back, so it's fine. It will work now. So, yeah, so that's how that goes. Yeah, so all of them basically tie to that one master sheet, and they won't need to be changed. So I think that helps answer all of the questions for how everything ties to that one and why it wouldn't be necessary to change anything on each individual's tab. So any questions, let me know. Thanks for listening.